Hello, good morning, everyone. What a day today! Finally, we are back here in Amigos de Geta. You know that that's our friend Damon, the Australian player, who has won a couple of Players Championship this season. But we are here to talk today about the World Series finals. Of course, the event is as usual in Amsterdam. Big weekend in the Netherlands. You know, it's a big country with a big culture of darts. So I'm sure that the atmosphere is going to be amazing. The World Series finals always the excitement from the players, a big prize pool for the players for the winners, and we have very exciting games. Definitely, very exciting games. The games start tonight, 6 p.m. UK time. Tomorrow we have the first round as well in the on Saturday afternoon. So very intense schedule for tonight with 8 games. Very intense schedule as well for tomorrow with another 8 games in the afternoon. Another 8 games in the evening with the absence of Nathan Aspinall still injured. The Asp who is going to be absent. Andrew Gilding is going to replace him. So let's see what happens. We have very interesting games tonight, very interesting games tomorrow, with many applicants for the title and very good games for this weekend. I'm gonna try to share my screen so you can see my my screen and we can talk about that we have for the weekend. So for tonight, first game, Boris Karkoman against Stephen Bunting. Of course, Bunting is the favorite for this game. I think the capacity of Bunting to hit the triple 20, it's very big. He has done a very good year this season, especially in the first 6 months. Very good last year in the last 6 months. But I have seen him in a weaker place in the last Players Championships. So I think Boris Karkoman has a chance. He has done good results in the Players Championship, the Players Championship, even in the Pro Tour. So I believe that Karkomar is going to put in some issues in some troubles to Bunting for this game, and I think it's going to be a very good start for this weekend in the Netherlands. Then later, Gabriel Clemens against Damon Heta. Always Gabriel Clemens is a mystery to resolve. You never know how is he going to react, and he plays against Damon Heta again, our friend. That's why we call ourselves amigos of Heta, the friends of Heta. And we want to see what's going to be what version we are going to see from Gabriel Clemens. Damon Heta, it's a very regular player, a very big hitter of the 180 of the triple 20. And Clemens is always, as I said, a mystery. So we don't know what version of the German giant we are going to see in Amsterdam. But I believe that it's going to be a good game as well, and I think we are gonna see a very good quality level there between the German and the Aussie, of course. Later, Dimitri Vandenberg against Chris Dobie. This depends as well on what version of Dimitri Vandenberg we see, because we have seen him in the Pro Tour playing very good games, but some other times very disappointing performances in the Pro Tour, in the Players Championships as well. And for example, last week we had the Pro Tour in Belgium. He was playing at home and he lost in the first round against Andrew Gilding. So very disappointing performance from Van den Berg, who has a lot of talent, who is a player who has been playing in the Premier League last year, but as well it's a player who has very big ups and downs, and some days it's a very big surprise, and some other days it's a very big disappointment. And even if he's in the top 10 in the world, is a mystery as well. The good of Vandenberg, the good player Vandenberg, and Chris Dobie, of course, Hollywood, from the Northeast, the Newcastle supporter. He has improved a lot since he played in the Premier League last season. He's a very big hitter of 180. He finds the triple 20 with with a very good talent, very good capabilities to play in the top level. So I think it's going to be another big game. I mean, I'm talking just about big games, but the players who have reached the World Series finals, there is no easy games. You cannot take any results for granted, and I think it's going to be another big game in the Friday afternoon in the Friday evening that we have tonight. Later, the local Raymond van Barneveld, Barney, who is one of the legends of this game, is going to play against Engstrom. Engstrom hasn't played many games in the Pro Tour or even in the Players Championship, and Van Barneveld playing in front of his fans is the favorite. So I believe that Barney is gonna go through, and should be an easy game for the Dutch. Later, Luke Lindler against Ross Smith. Very tricky game. This one, of course, Luke Lindler is number second. Well, not number second in the world, but considering the current results in 2024 since his explosion in the last World Championship of darts in Alexandra Palace. He has been the second best player in the world after Luke Humphreys. He won the Premier League, so he's gonna be fighting for the title. He was disappointing in the Winter Gardens in Blackpool in the second biggest tournament in the of the year. And I think he's the favorite against Ross Smith, but Ross Smith is doing a very good 2024. He's been very solid. He's getting results very often. So I think it's going to be a tough game for Lidler. It's a tricky draw for the first round, and Ross Smith is a very methodical player who is has another kind of pace than Lidler. Lidler is very dynamic. He knows where to throw. Ross Smith is more a methodical player, always throwing to a triple 20. So I think it's going to be an interesting game, and Lidler has to provide his best performance, or if not, he will not go through against Ross Smith because he's a tough opponent. Later, Michael Van Gerwen against Johnny Clayton, two players who are not doing very well in this 2024. Van Gerwen is the favorite, of course, but these days he's far from the best version of Van Gerwen. He's not in his best performances. He hasn't won any title in 2024. He was disappointing in the Premier League in 2024. In the Pro Tour, he hasn't won a title in this year. And Johnny Clayton is very far as well from his best version. So I believe that Van Gerwen is the favorite. But in this short format of only 11 legs, anything can happen. And we know the capacity from Clayton to finish the games. And let's see what happens later. Luke Humphries against Hapoi Pua, the guy from New Zealand. Of course, Luke Humphries should go through easily. I believe that is going to be an easy game for the good player Luke Humphries, who is the number one in the world ranking at the moment. And later, a Dutch clash between Danny Noppert and Jan van Veen. To be fair, Danny Noppert in the last couple of months hasn't done very good performances. And Van Veen is a player who is starting to escalate positions in the PDC ranking. So I believe that there is an outside chance for Van Veen to go through. But two local players who are going to be in front of each other. And I really believe it's going to be a very interesting class as well. So yeah, this is the schedule that we have tonight in Amsterdam for this World Series finals, and I'm sure that we are going to enjoy it a lot because we have some amazing games ahead. So yeah, this is everything for today, and looking forward to see what happens and tell you in following programs. See you later.